Good morning, student. Today we will discuss and know about Unit 3. Actually, Unit 3 deal basically money and banking in public finance. So here we have seen from the syllabus that demand for money, supply of money, money multiplier. Here only is given the money multiplier. So we need to understand money multiplier in very depth manner is because different questions basically asked. Now if you see 2022 one question asked like that manner, 22 one question is asked. You can see here, compare the deposit multiplier. Compare deposit multiplier. Deposit multiplier with money multiplier. So we need to compare deposit multiplier with money multiplier. You see, such type of questions are basically demanded in our paper. Now you see, so how we can compare this deposit multiplier with money multiplier? Let's discuss. So here, this one deposit multiplier and this one money multiplier. Money multiplier. Deposit multiplier and money multiplier. So what is the derivatives of money multiplier? Derivatives is what? Derivatives of money multiplier. Derivatives of money multiplier is given by D, that is deposit 1 by required reserve ratio and initial required reserve. And here these derivatives is like that. Here money multiplier derivatives is given by like that. This is money multiplier small letter m is equal m by h is equal 1 plus k plus r. Now we will discuss elaborately what exactly it indicating. Now this one m for supply of money indicating. H is high power money. When we talk about the high power money, the money which is issued by the monetary authority is termed as high power money. This is the money base. Now come to the explanation how this derivative we can ascertain. What is the procedure? Now this explanation, try to understand one thing here. All the commercial bank lend which amount of the deposit? A certain amount is reserved from our demand deposit, and that amount is called excess reserve. So commercial bank can lend only excess demand. That is, excess demand is what? It is total demand minus reserve. Rest amount can be lent by commercial bank. So what are the reserve amount? After deducting the reserve amount from the demand, we will get excess reserve, and this excess reserve can be lent by every commercial bank. So this deposit multiplier basically depends upon the required reserve. This deposit multiplier, depends upon required reserve ratio, which is the basis of credit creation. So basis of credit creation. So then from this we can write required reserve ratio is required reserve amount upon demand deposit. So we will get required reserve ratio by dividing total deposit, required reserve amount upon deposit. So that is why required reserve amount will be required reserve ratio, this is deposit of the bank, public deposit. So D indicating public deposit of a bank. Now in order to show the demand that D depends on RR and required reserve ratio, ये दिखाने के लिए how this deposit is depend upon required reserve amount and required reserve ratio, we just divide the equation by required reserve ratio both sides. That is reserve amount required reserve ratio is equal required reserve ratio into D. That is how you will get required reserve ratio, which results required reserve ratio which would equal D. So simply what we are getting here? So this D, therefore this D is equal 1 by required reserve ratio, 1 by required, therefore this D is equal 1 by required reserve ratio into initial reserve amount. So very interestingly, this credit creation capacity of the commercial bank will increase when this reserve ratio is small, and we will get higher multiplier value, then credit creation of the commercial bank obviously will be higher. This is the funda in respect of deposit multiplier. Now this 1 by RR by this portion basically indicating the multiplier value of deposit, indicating the deposit multiplier value. So in order to bring big figure of deposit multiplier, there should be less amount of reserve required ratio. That is, less the reserve required ratio, higher will be the multiplier, and hence higher will be the credit creation capacity of the commercial bank. Now come to the money multiplier. How this money multiplier we can derive? Explanations. Here you explanation. explanation. So how we can derive the money multiplier? So money multiplier is given M by H. So what is M? M is what? This is M, that is money supply in the economy. M indicating money supply of the economy. That is why currency held with public plus demand deposit with commercial bank. Now you see, what is the currency held with public? It is nothing. In place of CP, we can write KD. CP is equal to KD plus D. Why we writing KD in place of CP? K means K is the currency deposit ratio. So K indicating currency deposit ratio. So that is why we will get M is equal D 1 plus K. So ultimately, supply of money is this one expressions, number 2. Similarly, high power money. What is the high power money? High power money, this is the high power money. When we talk about the high power money is currency held with public plus a reserve. Now, in place of currency held with public, we can write KD plus reserve. That is how we will get the reserve amount. So reserve amount is what? Cash reserve ratio. In place of total reserve ratio, it will be the rate of reserve into total deposit. So this R is indicating cash reserve ratio. Cash reserve ratio. So therefore we will get H is equal to D K plus R. Now we can put the value of M and H in equations, say in these equations. Then we will get to tell. So money multiplier, now we will get money multiplier M by H. So what is the value we got already? M, that is D 1 plus K divided by D K plus R. So DD cancel out, we will get 1 plus K and K plus R. So ultimately multiplier value is given by 1 plus K divided by K plus R. K is indicating here is nothing, it is cash, amount of cash held by public. So this is the equations of multiplier. Now you can say we can find out the supply of money, that is M. So what will be the M now? So M will be 1 plus K divided by K plus R into H, that is high power money. Here K is the currency. You must remember, we are not writing here, but you write down this K indicating, this K basically indicating currency deposit ratio, and R indicating, small letter R indicating reserve ratio. So this is how we get this equation or derivatives, that is money multiplier 1 by K. Now, you see deposit multiplier, come to this point again. Deposit multiplier. This deposit multiplier, third point, deposit multiplier. So, what we understand simply? This deposit multiplier shows the credit creation, shows the credit creations of commercial bank, or credit creation capacity of commercial bank. On the contrary, money multiplier, it shows how money supply of the entire economy, how money supply is determined, by the high power money, that is H times multiplier. High power money times the money multiplier. Money multiplier. What is money multiplier? This one, 1 plus K divided by R plus K. This one. Now, number 4 very ortholy point is that if there is less reserve rate, if there will be less reserve rate or reserve ratio, if there is a less reserve ratio, higher will be multiplier, and so higher credit creation, and so higher credit creation of commercial bank. Now come to the money multiplier. Money multiplier, H will increase. In money multiplier, H will increase. That is, supply of money will increase. Money multiplier, in money multiplier, supply of money, that is M will increase. ये increase होगा कब? When? It will increase when money supply will increase, when high power money, increase. That is, high power money increase. ये increase when high power money increase, and currency deposit ratio, that is K, and required reserve ratio, that is R, decreases. So these are the fundamental difference we can mention regarding the difference of deposit multiplier and money multiplier. Thank you.